that again. A little slower this time. One more, just one more. I wasn't ready. Thank you. Hello. Did you know that by merely standing before a beautiful built-in bookcase and using a British accent gives you the authority, or at least the appearance of, a real expert? Add a pipe and you're good to go. Hello. I am Her Majesty Elizabeth II's favourite subject and champion, Sir Maestro, Mr. Dr. Professor Hyman Drophobia D.D.S. Most people just call me Hy. And yes, I've done a little bit of dentistry. And welcome to the first of my ongoing series of short educational videos I'm calling Easy Piano for Difficult Times. But we're not just going to learn some piano pieces from the great American canon of masterworks. Oh no. Together, we will delve into the historical context of each of these significant compositions and perhaps learn a little bit of the effect that they had on society. Hello again. Welcome to my inner sanctum, as it were. This is my studio, where all the magic happens. It seems that everyone is cashing in on the trendy learn-it-from-home phenomenon. And so I decided to make a few short videos, like this one. And within this series, you'll discover that while each of the compositions I have chosen is seemingly easy, we will always strive to challenge and engage even the most advanced beginner. We will always strive to challenge and engage the most advanced. Don't remember how to play the piano? No worries. It's like falling off your bike. Are you ready for the first lesson? Well, just sit back. Now sit forward. And let's begin. But before we dive right into learning the piece itself, I like a little background, don't you? So let's learn about how this piece came to be. And today's masterpiece is C.D.E. by the obscure early American 20th century composer. The composer... The obscure 20th century composer... The composer... Here it is. Scholastic Industries, doing business as Lil Fingers, publishers of simple keyboard exercises for preschoolers 1 through K. I understand it's autobiographical. I learned this tune as a young boy studying life. And my older sister, very closely, she was taking piano lessons for some reason. And I would hang around and watch her practice. She would often tell me to go away, but I didn't want to, so I learned this piece. And as a bonus, my older sister let me in on some of the darkest secrets and mysteries surrounding the beginnings of this very mysterious work. Secrets which many believe might offer some clue as to the existential premise upon which this masterpiece was built. This simple yet elegant piece of music was actually just part of a song cycle written in 1933. It is a story song. The character in the story is named, you won't be surprised to find out, C, D, E. But it's not just about C, D, E. It's also about the unrealized potential which he alone possesses, and with which he could contribute to society at large by offering what he has for the greater good. Not to give too much away, he has an apple tree. That's the whole story. And now, let's begin the lesson. Perhaps we could use a better angle. Oh! C, D, E. Complete playthrough. C, D, E had a tree full of apples as can be. So now, don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. You can learn this piece. Let's start with the first of the 3 phrases. If you paid very strict attention to my playthrough, you would have noticed that there are 3 ascending phrases before we come back down to the bottom. Let's take a look at that. Hands positioned so, index finger on the left hand on middle C or C4. Right hand, index finger, ready to spring into action, to follow the first note, and be used again on the 3rd note, or you can use the middle finger of the right hand. But I'm going to use this one, because I find it simpler. C, D, E had a tree full of apples. Here we're going back down. Pulls as... Trying to get back up again, can, and then we go back down. So imagine you're falling out of the apple tree when you get to the top of the 3rd ascendant phrase. Full of apples, and then you begin to fall, pulls, all the way down to the bottom, as, and then you want to get back up again after you've fallen, but you can't. But you try and you try from C to D, but you fall back down to C. So, it's like this. And we'll do it rather speedy this time. C, D, E had a tree full of apples as can be. Did you see that? And now, I think the blood is rushing to my head. Could we spin round again? Thank you. And there you have it. C, D, E in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the story told by this historical libretto was never to be finished, as the composer died before he completed the 2nd verse. And more on that after a quick break. Welcome back. Before the break, I told you the composer had died before he was able to complete the 2nd verse, which led to immense speculation upon the meaning of the apple tree itself. Was it a metaphor for something else? Some people say. It was just a kid's song. They say it was from a Learn Piano Fast book. A simple little elementary child could have learned it. Would it have secretly stood in for the desires of the composer? His or her own virtually fruitless, no children, and tragically short life? Was it only the dying wish, full of regret and longing, for something that would never be, could never be? Maybe it's probably certain. I'd be the first to say. Or maybe, since it was written during the Great Depression, did it symbolize the tiny yet still fierce ember of entrepreneurial gumption,
feebled but not gone, still glowing in the ashes of a spiritually burnt out but economically hobbled America. Sadly, though I agree it's terrific fun to fantasize, in truth, we shall never know. Ever.
But let's not be glum, shall we? I'm going to take a bite off this big salami. And we'll all have this tremendous piece of 20th century music. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that there's a lot more behind a song than you previously thought or ever wanted to know. Do you ever do this? Sometimes I just love to bite off the end of a big salami. And of all the mysteries, ask yourself now, was it merely a coincidence that the notes to the opening line match precisely the name of the character in the story itself? Match precisely.
C-D-E.
How very peculiar. You decide.
So, there you have it. Did you enjoy yourselves? Well, it's the first of many, I hope, and I'm sure you'll agree. But CDE was only the beginning. With the tools and techniques that I have offered you today, you'll be ready to play anything, I promise you.
But what should we play?
Oh, something. What do you say we try something simple like, Richard Rustin Calzaghe Sorabi's brilliant opus Clavis Embolisticum. Until next time, this is Hiram Drophobia signing off from Easy Piano for Difficult Times. And I hope you'll continue to enjoy your own difficult times. So long now, goodbye. Going.